Adolf Hitler was born on April 20, 1889, in Braunau am Inn, Austria. His parents were Alois Hitler and Clara Polzel. He had a troubled childhood, often clashing with his strict father. He was close to his mother, who died in 1907. As a teenager, Hitler dreamed of becoming an artist and twice applied to the Academy of Fine Arts Vienna but was rejected both times. After his mother's death, he lived in Vienna, struggling with poverty and working various odd jobs. During this time, he developed strong nationalist and anti-Semitic beliefs. In 1913, Hitler moved to Munich, Germany, to avoid military service in Austria. When World War I broke out in 1914, he enlisted in the German army and served as a messenger on the Western Front. He was injured twice and received the Iron Cross for bravery. The defeat of Germany in 1918 deeply affected Hitler. He blamed Jews and Marxists for the loss and felt betrayed by the Weimar Republic, which was established after the war. After the war, Hitler remained in the army and was assigned to spy on political groups. He joined the German Workers' Party, DAP, in 1919, which later became the National Socialist German Workers' Party, NSDAP or Nazi Party. Hitler quickly rose to prominence with his oratory skills and radical ideas. In 1923, he led the failed beer hall putsch in Munich, an attempt to overthrow the Weimar government. He was arrested and sentenced to prison, where he wrote his autobiography and political manifesto, Mein Kampf, My Struggle. After his release in 1924, Hitler rebuilt the Nazi Party and gained support by exploiting economic woes, nationalism, and anti-Semitism. By the late 1920s, the party had grown significantly. The Great Depression in 1929 further destabilized Germany, and many people turned to extremist parties for solutions. In 1933, President Paul von Hindenburg appointed Hitler as Chancellor of Germany. Once in power, Hitler quickly moved to consolidate control. He established a totalitarian regime, suppressing political opposition and civil liberties. The Reichstag fire in 1933 allowed him to pass the Reichstag Fire Decree and the Enabling Act, giving him dictatorial powers. Hitler pursued aggressive policies to rebuild Germany's economy and military. He initiated large infrastructure projects and reintroduced conscription. His regime also began systematic persecution of Jews, culminating in the Nuremberg Laws of 1935, which stripped Jews of citizenship and rights. In 1938, the Kristallnacht pogrom marked a violent escalation against Jews. Hitler's foreign policy aimed to expand German territory. He annexed Austria in 1938 and demanded the Sudetenland from Czechoslovakia, which was conceded by the Munich Agreement. In 1939, Germany invaded Poland, triggering World War II. Hitler formed alliances with Italy and Japan, creating the Axis powers. Early in the war, Germany achieved rapid victories, using blitzkrieg tactics to conquer much of Europe. The war turned against Germany in 1941 when Hitler invaded the Soviet Union, leading to a prolonged and brutal conflict. The entry of the United States into the war in 1941 further shifted the balance. Hitler's decision-making became increasingly erratic as the war dragged on, and Germany faced significant defeats on both the Eastern and Western fronts. During the war, Hitler's regime implemented the Holocaust, systematically exterminating 6 million Jews and millions of others, including Romani people, disabled individuals, political dissidents, and others deemed undesirable by the Nazis. This genocide remains one of the darkest chapters in human history. As Allied forces closed in on Germany in 1945, Hitler's situation became desperate. He retreated to his bunker in Berlin, refusing to surrender. On April 30, 1945, with Soviet troops approaching, Hitler committed suicide alongside his wife, Eva Braun, whom he had married the day before. His death marked the end of the Nazi regime, and soon after, Germany surrendered, bringing an end to World War II in Europe. Hitler's legacy is one of immense destruction and cruelty. His actions led to the deaths of millions and left Europe in ruins. The consequences of his ideology and policies continue to be studied and remembered as a warning against totalitarianism and hatred. Like and subscribe to our channel, History Book, and press the bell icon to get more updates.